Hey, welcome back to Five Lakes Garage, and today we're going to do some question and answering. I went out there to Facebook, also went to YouTube, and asked for some questions. Well, I got a few of them back. Didn't get a lot, but I got a few. And now I'm going to try to answer as best I can. I even wrote notes. But of course I need my glasses. 1 second.
Alright, so I'm going to dive right into these things, and we'll go ahead and knock this out, and it would be, you don't have to sit here and listen to me talk the whole time, even though that's the reason why you're here, which I appreciate. Thanks a lot. Anyway, question number 1. What was your biggest injury while working in the shop? Well, I cut my finger off. Actually, it was just the tip of my pointer finger. I was working on my bicycle, and I spun the wheel, and I was adjusting the brakes, and for some reason, my fingertip got a little too close to it. It drug it right in, boop, popped it right off. The good thing is that I was able to, well, carry what was left of it to urgent care, and I give them credit. They did a fantastic job, especially when they looked at me, and they're like, there's not enough to sew up. So they bandaged it up. I had a fear that I would not get a fingernail back, but I did, and now I got all 10 fingers. So anyway, what else we got here? Let's see. All right, Jerry Walls, my buddy out there. He asks, do you sharpen your own mower blades, or is it even worth it? Buy a new set, keep as a spare or backup. Yes, I do sharpen my own blades. There are a bunch of different ways of actually doing it. I just kind of go upstairs into a belt sander. I do most of them freehand, but I'm going to set up a jig in order to get the angle right, and we need to get the balance right. We're going to do all stuff. But don't worry, a video will be coming out here soon, because you're not the only person that actually asked that. And last time I did maintain the lawnmower, I was like, you know what, I should probably do a video on this. So anyway, I'll show you exactly how I do it, and then maybe you can copy it or go wherever. And Jerry, you don't live too far from me. You can come over and we'll sharpen them together. All right. Raven in Roblox 7286. Okay. What kind of fabrications do you plan for this winter? Well, Raven of Roblox, I'm glad you asked. Because you probably saw some of the other videos I have here recently, but I got new toys. Check it out. Alright, so as you can see, I got my TIG, I got my MIG, and I got my plasma cutter, and bam, I got new tanks. Finally. These are argon tanks, or argon, however you want to pronounce it. I need to set this up and get it going. I got me some welding rods, we got some steel, we got some aluminum. What's this? We got stainless steel. We got, we're going to go over a bunch of TIG stuff too. I've never actually TIG before. I'm going to be learning. I'm going to learn with you guys. And what I would like to do is actually get one of my buddies over here so he can actually teach us. And we'll do a video and give him some credit on teaching us how to do it. But there are certain things you need to get. Like if you're going to do aluminum, get a stainless steel or some other type of wire wheel so you don't contaminate your aluminum. And then also, don't forget your tungsten. Now, the only thing I don't have, which should be here tomorrow, is a way to sharpen these tungstens, which they'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, because you can't just grab a grinder, a file, or whatever, unless it's dedicated to grinding tungsten, because then you contaminate your tungsten and it sucks. Anyway, from what I hear. All right, what other fabrication do we have here? Okay, so the main reason why I picked up the TIG was so that I can do aluminum. I needed to do aluminum because my little brother Dave went out there and bought a pontoon boat. Unbeknownst to him or myself, the pontoons were in pretty bad shape. So what we're doing is actually going to go find a new set of pontoons, and right now the older ones are welded on there. So what I'm going to do is sit there for hours on end and just and we're going to weld them all together and get them some new tunes. If nothing else, I will take off all the bad sections and should we weld on, graft on, zoom it up there, whichever, and fix those tunes. That's part of his wedding gift. Yes, he finally got married after all these years. Let's see, what else we got here? The Tacoma. Yes, I want to finish that front bumper. I got it functional. But the corners kind of needs to be kind of polished up. There's a couple holes here and there I got to fill in. Maybe I'll be able to fill it in with the MIG. And all right, so yeah, we're gonna finish that off. Since we're gonna be on the Tacoma, I'm gonna build a rear bumper. That thing that's on there right now, it's plastic. It's shiny plastic, but it's still plastic. It's not gonna do anything if I come off a rock and beat that thing up. I got a buddy over in CNC 4x4. He's got one that looks just like our Tacoma, except for his looks like a racer because he beats the crap out of that thing. He wheels it hard and it shows. It still in one piece. I think he put some new panels on, but it's getting pretty beat up. Also, I want to do some skid plates on the bottom of Toyotas. The plastic skid plates or the tinfoil skid plates is just not enough. We're gonna put some heavier duty stuff up there and actually protect some of the stuff. Fuel tank, transfer case, oil pan, you know, all that type of stuff. It's got a little thing on there right now, but that's not much. I've already dinged it up a few times and I'm like, ooh, hopefully I didn't hurt what was behind it. Let's see, the Dodge. Now the Dodge I'm gonna need your help with. Why do I need your help? Because I need to make some decisions. Now the Dodge it's in rough shape. Maybe I'll do a quick walk around just to show you how bad it really is. And what I really want to do is actually put up her from My Crap Car over to Mighty Car Mods over in Australia, and maybe they'll air it. I don't know. We'll find out. But I have different directions to go with that. Do I go with the direction of, hey, I'm going to restore it, massage the 12 valve that's in it right now, fix up the body a little bit, maybe throw some paint on it, redo the interior, and just get my 3/4 ton truck back. Okay, that's one direction. Or do we go down a different direction? Do we cut the thing up and make a just one-off crazy, hey, I'm gonna throw some 40s on it with no lift and push the front axle forward, chop like 4 feet off the frame since it's an extended cab long bed, and shorten it up, put 40s. It's already got a Dana 60 in the front. It's got a Dana 80 in the rear, NV45 5-speed transmission, 12 valve diesel. You know, do I just do it that way and just romp on it? And then when I'm done with it, I still have all the really good pieces, the 60, the 80, 12 valve, the transfer case. Well, the transfer case is kind of it's a chain driven. Don't really like those, but I can upgrade that one. So which direction do you want me to go with it? I can't decide. I don't know. It's not really worth that much right now. The parts are worth more than the truck. So do I restore it and actually make it worth something, or do I just carve it up, beat the crap out of it, take it off road and just see what we can do with it? I don't know. Let me know. Put in the comments below what you think I should do with that guy. Let's see here. Wow, Raven's got a few questions here. What do you think is holding me back on YouTube world? Well, all right, so we got 2,000 subscribers, and I do appreciate every single last one of you. Could use some more. You look at a lot of other channels, they are going up in subscribers a lot faster. I think a couple of the things that are holding me back, one, we do too many different things. One day we're putting lockers into a Jeep. The next day we're building a wood toolbox, or we're working on a boat, or we're working on something else. I go from automotive to outdoor to woodworking to cooking to camping. And YouTube has actually sent me emails saying that they can't categorize me. They can't say that I'm a off-road channel, a scouting channel, cooking, whatever. So they have a hard time actually suggesting our videos. Another thing that we have a problem with is that we specialize mostly in how-to videos. Or maybe, I guess what I'm talking to you right now, it's not really a how-to, but people ask me questions, I want to answer. So we stick with a lot of the how-to stuff. Now, the only problem with that one is that we do get quite a few views. The only problem there would be people are going to sit there and watch it. How do you rebuild carburetors on a Tower of Power that we have over here at the back on that 1976 beautiful AquaSport? Once they actually watch the video, they're like, great, thanks. Boom, they're off to something else. They're not really coming back. So that's another problem that I do have. Let's see. And maybe I just don't do stupid crap. Like, I don't go sit there and take the Wagoneer and just do a burnout and burn off all these nice tires. I got to pay for these darn things. And that stuff costs a lot of money. Oh, well, one thing we could do is actually improve our production. I am by myself. It's me, myself, and I project. I did have the whole family involved. A lot of them kind of lost interest a little bit. I'm just going to keep going with it because I enjoy it. I could spend a little bit more time on that. The biggest problem is that I got a family. We got quite a few people in the family, and they're all coming to an age where they always have sports or work or dancing, band, whatever they're doing. Obviously I want to be there, and they take priority. Sorry. Also, I do have a day job because this doesn't pay for nothing. So yeah, and I can also do better promotions. I do put it on Facebook, I put it on YouTube or whatever, but I guess I could go out and learn how to publicize a little bit more than what I am. Yeah, so those are basically the reasons why we're not as big as we probably wanted to be. But I have scruples. I'm not changing too much. I'll change a little bit, but I'm not going to do some stupid random stuff that is just going to destroy stuff, even though that's what everybody wants to see. All right, let's see here. Another question here is, what is your wish list for your new projects? Wow, this video just got turned into a 4-hour video because I am just going to go ramble off on a bunch of different stuff. Actually, I cut it down to like the top, 8. So I won't go into everything because I never want to stop doing projects. And I don't want you to stop either. Keep going with it. All right, so I want to get a new boat. The 1976 Aquasport out there, I love that thing. That thing hauls butt. The engine runs great. All the electrical stuff works except for the temp gauge, which I'm going to work on that. Everything on it has been basically gone through almost. And yeah, I'll probably redo the floor, I'll redo the stuff, but it's pretty much done, and I'm just going to use the mess out of it. And I kind of want to get a new boat to try to, hopefully I'll get the same luck on a new one, but I want to do a bunch of videos on it, fix the engine, fix the boat itself, clean it up, and then maybe flip it, hopefully make a profits, and then maybe I can put it back into the channel so I can get better stuff for you, better production. We want to paint the Mazda. So the Mazda 3 is supposed to be for Ray, my daughter, and we just got to get a paint job decided on. She can't figure it out, and she has to practice a little bit more with airbrushing, which she's getting fantastically awesome. So hopefully the Dragon or whatever she wants to put on the side will actually come out great. I want to build out the Dodge, kind of like I said before. Help me out, put it in the comments below exactly what you want to do with that big guy. I want to re-gear the Tacoma. Oh my gosh. Now you've probably seen on a bunch of other videos that I have that I've been having some issues with my Tacoma, and most of it is centered around that engine. That engine has 0 low-end torque, and if you have an automatic, which I hate to say it, but if you have an automatic, it's actually better for that setup only because you can have a loose torque converter in order to get into the power band, and then you're seen to be okay. The only problem with the manual is that you're off at like 1,000 RPM and you're only at like 20 horsepower or 20 foot-pounds of torque. I still had the factory 410 gears in it, which I think the automatics have like 373s, manuals have 410s because they know the engine sucks. So I'm going to go to like some 488s, and I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. The rear is a third member, super easy. You got knobs on the side. We'll show you all the details and you can do it yourself. The front is a clamshell. That one makes me a little nervous, but I'll learn it and we'll go from there. The Mazda also needs a excuse me, a transmission. Third gear doesn't exist. It's gone. It was never there. Even when I first got it, I knew it needed a transmission. I found a couple of them in junkyards. So now since Ray is 16, I'm going to go out with her and we're going to go ahead and pull one out of the yard and stick it in there. Let's see, I want to build a buggy. Yeah, just grab some bunch of tube. I got a bender. We'll go ahead and bend it up. Design my own chassis. I have axles over there. I want to say it's a Dana 50, I think, in the front. Probably not the best thing. Hopefully I can find some stuff. If not, I'll get rid of that and put a different axle. Also have the GM 10 bolt over there as well. It's a C-clip. Not a big fan of that one, but hey, it's I'm just want to try. I want to build something with the crap that I have laying around. And then eventually I would like to LS swap the old Wagoneer here. The 360 runs great, but at 9 miles to the gallon, 10 miles to the gallon, it really sucks. If I put an LS in there, even if it's just a 5.3, it would help out with fuel mileage, power, torque, fuel injection, so many different things. So I think it might be a good idea just to go ahead and LS swap that thing and kind of go from there. So anyway, yeah, plenty more projects. Hopefully you stick around. You can check them all out. Oh, and actually I got this guy over here. Check it out. All right, so right over there in the corner is a Craftsman 8 horsepower wood chipper. And picked that up from my buddy Eric, and it needs a lot of love. When it leaks so much oil that I fear for the environment, it's time to go through it, fix up some seals. The carburetor works most of the time, so I kind of want to just freshen that up and get that guy going. I got plenty of stuff around the house. So that would be just a quick freshen up of the engine, putting it back in, sharpen the blades and all that good stuff, and make it a chipper again. All right, got a couple more. There we go. Let's see here. Dave Gioviak says, I got this sweet pickup truck. It's a 2006 Chevy Colorado with a straight 5. We call it the Potato. The Potato has an ABS light on, and sometimes when I drive it, especially when carrying a load of dirt or something, it makes a sound like the ABS is kicking in when it is tapping, when I just tap the brakes. Can you help me diagnose this problem? Without actually looking at it, I know there's some guys out on the radio. I kind of used to listen to them on Sundays where they diagnose stuff over the phone. I'm more of a hands-on type of thing, but let's give it a shot. All right, so it could be a couple things. First thing I would do is check the wiring from the cab all the way to the rear. Excuse me, make sure it's not chafed, it's not shorting out, it's not doing whatever. You need to have that signal. It's only like a 5-volt signal coming from the sensor all the way up to the computer. Just check the wiring, make sure that, I mean, it's a truck. You're probably beating up on the darn thing. If that looks okay, go ahead and pull out both of your sensors. You got one on either side of your axle. Pull that out. All it is a magnet, really. You have a reluctor wheel inside the axle. And it has little gaps in it. Every time that gap goes over, it changes the magnetic field in that sensor, and it reads it, and it sends back a voltage. And the computer will read that voltage as dat, 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 dat. And when it stops, it means that your wheel is locked up, so then it's going to activate the ABS. So check both sensors. If it's a magnet, if you can stick it on some metal and it sticks, then you're probably okay. If it's not sticking very well, like the magnet's losing magnetic charge, then you might need to just go ahead and replace those. Those are actually relatively cheap. And since you live right down the road, come on by and we will take care of it for you. And actually, you probably remember Dave from the transmission when I was cleaning it off with the the Wagoneer here, and he came over to ask if we can put a winch on his Camry, on his Toyota. Wait, check out all the other stuff. We have so much stuff coming. We have a TIG machine. We have stuff here. I got to learn how to do it. We're going to bring in some new people to actually teach me, and then hopefully we can actually start making some awesome stuff. Not that we're not doing it already, but we can actually make it better. So anyway, tune in. I'm gonna take a little bit of break, and we'll come back in about a week or two, and we'll figure out some other stuff that we need to get done. So anyway, until then, take it easy, have fun, get out there in the shop and build something, fix something, get your hands dirty. I'm not getting dirty today because, well, I'm about to go to bed and I'm tired. Anyway, take it easy, have fun. Later.